Thanks for joining us.
Hello, the worldwide website. Welcome to Hack the Dino.
Wobsite,
where you got the wobbles tonight. We're a little bit late. It's because there was technical difficulties and not because Dan has been releasing noxious gases for about half an hour now.
It's the real reason.
That's Dan. I'm Ben. We're Hack the Dino, a fortnightly news and video game
Nonsense variety supercast.
Supercast! We got an S, we got powers, but we're quite susceptible to little green rocks. Anyway, this is episode 78 for you podcast listeners, and for those of you watching over on YouTube or Twitch or Stitch or Mitch or Litch or...
Mitch is my favourite thing. Oh, Ryan Plays. Hello, Ryan.
We are live over on Twitch, so you can head over there now and say hello to us. Join in the live chat. If you're watching this on a replay over on YouTube, be sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button. We've had a lot of you guys subscribe and like our videos recently. Thank you very much. We have noticed. We've seen a little bit of a growing in numbers. We really appreciate it. So if you could like this video, hit that subscribe button. I can't believe I just said that. And help us grow bigger and better. We've got a huge show for you this time round. We've got a discussion about hilariously bad game tie-ins.
Ooh, it's going to be good.
And do you know what else is good?
That we're on YouTube at the moment.
Yes, that's also very good. But one of the best things to come out of the past 2 weeks is Gamescom and...
Gamescom. You're really doing it tonight, aren't you?
If you don't say anything, they don't notice.
They notice.
I just slide past. Kojima was at Gamescom.
I love Kojima.
And he had a lot to say about what we can and what we can't see in Death Stranding.
Praise Kojima.
Praise Kojima. Dan.
The one and only true overlord.
We'll talk about more about Kojima and Kojima Watch, but for
I'm
now...
all scratchy. I need to talk about him.
What have you been playing this very fortnight?
What have I been playing? So I've been playing... I got 2 games this week. I have number 1. I have... I don't know how to say it. Is it Disgaea?
I can never tell. Braden?
Disgaea?
Disgaea.
I've heard people pronounce it Disgaea.
So Disgaea 5 complete. On the Switch, I got this one. I finally bit the bullet. They had it on sale on the Switch store, so I got it for like 20 bucks. It's usually like $80. This game never goes down in price. As we can see here, we have a bit of an opening anime cutscene. So this game is a tactical role-playing game. Now I hear you. What's a tactical role-playing game? Well, if you remember games like, do you remember Final Fantasy Tactics?
Yep.
So it's one of them. So basically, you can see here on the screen now, it's your board is gridded up into squares and that. You have a whole bunch of different characters. You know, you can move a certain amount of characters with on a turn, a certain amount of spaces, and you can do like an attack and all stuff like that.
Okay.
Sounds simple. It gets very, very, very... The reason it's called a tactical, it gets deep into its tactics, this game.
Nothing about this game looks simple. Like, I can't do these games. I do not have the patience. I do not enjoy them. I don't like the strategy. I go like Chrono Trigger and old Super Nintendo RPGs. That's my limit of these types of things.
This one, though, is... This is number 5. Theoretically, though, actually number 6 in the series. Because, you know, Japanese.
Yep.
And I must admit I haven't played all of them before. I've played 4 and I've played 2. So I've got a couple of gaps in my knowledge there. This one is by far the best drip fed to you like learning system on it. Like It doesn't like the one before this 4. It just gave you like, you know, it was like in the tutorial it was just one after another of everything you had. You had access to everything straight away and it was too much. This one is just like it starts with moving, then it starts with attacking, and then it just slowly goes into all the stuff. And there's a lot of stuff to do in this game. This game is funny.
What's the story behind it?
Yeah, the story is so basically all the Disgaea games you play as the demons, you play as the bad guys,
cool.
like the overlords that are always attacking the cities and that. In number 2, you played a demon, like humanity had been like wiped out by demons, and everyone had lost their like kind of guiltiness, like you know you could do whatever you wanted, and it was
Inhibitions.
and it was about you being in a family, and yeah, anyway, it was very weird. So the stories are always very, very loose and strange. So you play, in this one, you play as a girl named, I can't remember her name. She is an overlord. So overlords are like powerful demons that rule separate realms within the demon world. You, what's her name? Seraphina or something like that. And you play her, kind of, but then you're about to do a battle and this guy comes in the middle and starts just eating noodles in the middle of your battle just before you're about to start this big war. And his name's Sir Killia. And he's kind of actually the main guy. You saw him at the start in the cutscene. He's that guy that looks like a bit of a Batman. There he is there. You can see with an E on him. Yeah, and it just goes from there. It's just about you trying to defeat the big overlord. What's that? The big overlord called Void Dark. So that's it. You're just trying to get to the end, basically. Get through all the stages.
Wow! What a novel! What a novel approach for a game. Get it? The aim of this game is to get to the end.
Like, it's silly. It massively takes from anime. Like, all the cliches are in it. It's amazing.
Has it got a big Mario Party element?
Yeah, this is just like one of the tiny bits of it. You know what I mean? Like, there's lots of stuff to do. Like, you can go into, like, in your home world. There he's there, circular on the side.
What's he wearing?
Not a lot.
Nothing. You can go into the game. There's like a court system where you can go into the game. You're like, I want to be able to do this in the game, and then you vote. Characters in the games vote on whether you can change the rules of the game.
Is that the bad guy?
No, that's
just
Red Magnus. He starts as a bad guy and he joins your team, as all animes are like.
Yep. Okay.
He's like an idiot, the muscle-bound idiot. Yeah, so you can go in there and then you can like put your characters into the council and get them to sway it and then get them to bribe other council members. So if you want to change the game, it gets really deep. You can like capture enemies and then put them into interrogation and interrogate them.
You're just explaining the United States judicial system here.
Yeah, basically, it's just the American system. So one thing I didn't like about this being the complete version is when you come in, you get a whole bunch of DLC. And you get a whole bunch of characters. You get a character from like a whole bunch of other Disgaea games, and they come in and they're so OP as soon as you come in. You can breeze through the first like 20 levels just using these like ridiculously OP characters because they're like the end game characters from the other games.
All right.
So that's a bit bad, but you do have a whole bunch of other what are they called? Levels, extra levels, stuff from other Disgaeas, which is kind of cool. It's kind of like, you know, in the Mario Kart, so they put the old Mario Kart levels. It kind of does that because people follow this a lot.
So has it got a narrative storyline throughout all the series, or is it just one?
No, it's like a Final Fantasy. Everyone is like
different area.
Yeah, but it's always set in like the overworld or whatever. Whatever. This is the court system here of like trying to get you. Nay. He didn't make it through. Better items in the store he was going for.
Oh, excellent. I'm opposed to that as well. On the grounds of...
This is without a doubt,
reasons.
I think, the best Disgaea game I've played. Like I said, I haven't played 3 or 1. But this one is like, it's very addictive. And like I said, it's drip fed you quite nicely. Yeah. And I've also, what else have I been playing?
Dan, what else have you been playing?
You want to do yours next and I'll...
No, go for it. Go straight through.
I've also been doing, and what is this even called? Dragon Quest XLS demo.
XL or is it 11?
11. So Dragon Quest. So this is a demo that was on the Switch. I downloaded it and I found out that straight away, unbelievably, it's a 10-hour demo.
Good.
10 hours.
That's good.
Is Brayden having trouble bringing it up?
Well, because it was in the file, I found it.
Oh yeah, I forgot to put it in there.
Good one, Brayden.
This is a boring bit. Skip to
Oh
it.
my god, okay.
Yeah, Brayden. How dare you?
His face.
Cutscene.
Well, just keep going.
Anyhow.
Explain.
So yeah, this Dragon Quest. So this is a 10-hour demo. Anyone can download this. It's free. You get the first 10 hours of the game. Probably saying that this game is like a 190-hour game if they can afford to give away 10 hours. But by the end of your 10 hours, you definitely know whether you want it or not.
Yeah.
I pretty much smashed 10 hours out in like 3 sessions.
Now, is it a time demo in that you get 10 hours and that's it?
No, it's just a kind of a spot you get to. So you can
cool.
you can stuff around in the world as much as you want.
So you can just go back and go again.
Yeah. So I got to admit, this is my first Dragon Quest. I started at number 11.
Good. Good place to start.
Because why not? So this is an RPG at heart. My problem with it is I kept comparing it to Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Oh.
And it didn't win against that, if you know what I mean. But it's not fair because it's a different kind of game.
I compare everything to Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. You can...
That cheeseburger I had before.
You can actually... if you have the full version of the game, you can play it in 2D in the old style. Like looking down like the NES version kind of thing, which is very, very cool.
Like a reskin.
It looks nice. Like it's a nice looking game. There are some sketchy little what are they called? Textures every now and then, But overall, it looks nice. It is very linear, though. Like, it's an open world, except the world is like a corridor.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
It's an open area?
Yeah. It's done by the, for those who are looking at the art who haven't played before, you might notice they look very much like the Dragon Ball Z characters. It's done by Toriyama, is that his name?
Akira Toriyama.
Akira?
Akira Toriyama.
Yeah.
Akira means bright.
Your character, basically the main character you play, looks like Trunks. He's the guy on the right there with the brown
sword.
hair that you can't see. Yeah, look at him.
With the sword.
Yeah, with the Trunks sword.
Yeah.
Your character doesn't talk. He's silent the whole time, the silent protagonist, and everyone kind of talks around you. He does talk in the game, but you just don't ever hear him. So in your mind, it's your voice kind of thing, which I don't mind that. All the I was doing it in English. All the voice acting was quite good. They put weird accents on all characters, like the main guy over there, like your main kind of sidekick guy. He's got kind of this weird Boston accent.
Look, it's Mario.
Mario, yeah, he's in it. Yeah, I've lost myself. Oh yeah, the battle system. So you have to talk about the battle system. It's an RPG. So basically, you get an area, a circle that you can battle in once you go into a battle mode, and then it's kind of weird because you've like. You use tactics instead of actual commands. So you say this character is going to be like, he's going to do a lot of healing stuff. And this character is going to do a lot of attacking. And then they just automatically go and do it kind of thing. Like, you can control like your main character. You can, but like, it's very hard for me to work out when the characters are going to attack. There's no time bars or order of who's going to attack. And I found it quite confusing. And that's the one point that actually put me off. But apart from that, pretty good.
Yeah. How many balls would you give it?
Balls?
Yeah.
How many Dragon Balls?
Yeah.
How many Dragon Balls are there? 8?
7.
7.
Well, it depends. Are you talking about the big Gigantamax ones and the Namek ones? Because then there's
Gigantamax.
Gigantamax. Then there's 21.
The Dragon Ball Super, the Super Dragon Balls?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not 21. I reckon people who have played these, the other ones of that, and are used to the mechanics, are going to love this, because the only thing that threw me was like the mechanics of the game and how it works. But obviously, it's 11 games in. Obviously people will like it.
God damn it! I want to know how many balls.
Oh, I give it probably out of 7.
Sure.
I give it probably a 5.8.
5.8 balls. So if you've got 5 balls and a bit of another one, this game's for you.
And the majority of another one.
And probably Hospital.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been playing.
That was a big hit for me.
That was.
I don't want to talk for the rest of the show.
Take a breather.
Yeah, I will.
I bought it during the sales a while back, but I played and downloaded and purchased, not necessarily in that order, The Messenger. Now, this came out last year. It's a game that harkens back to the old NES period of 8-bit graphics. You play a ninja who is also a messenger.
It's Ninja Gaiden.
It basically is, yeah.
Yeah, he looks exactly like
it. It hit me right in the nostalgia, just playing it straight away. I haven't played much of it, probably only 1 or 2 hours.
Handshake to the past?
Yep.
You remember the handshake to the past?
I remember Handshake to the past.
That's what it is.
Yeah, okay, yep, sure. It plays great. It's smooth. It's
so it's
intuitive
not like Ninja
controls.
Gaiden then.
No, no, I can actually play this and not scream at it. Like the only one mechanic I'm having a little bit of trouble with is to do a double jump. You have to attack in between the jumps, and it can only be on certain things. So that's really cool. And I'm sure if you're really good at doing that sort of stuff and not really old like I am, you can make that work to your advantage. I just haven't got used to it yet. It's self-aware.
So it knows what it's. Yeah.
It knows that it's a game. Especially like the mystical shopkeep person who's in a cloak and has mystical powers. They seem to be very aware that they're in a game.
Or their dialogue is funny.
Yeah, well, no, it just pays you out. It's like, what are you standing over there for? It's clear you can't unlock that yet. Come over here.
Is it fast? It's pretty smooth and fast.
It's not. You can go at your own pace. Basically, you can hang around for a bit. It goes from screen to screen. Left to right.
Oh, did he die then?
No, you go underneath.
It's a Ninja Turtles level. That looks very much like that.
I legitimately thought I died when I did this, but it's obviously
gone to heaven.
Yeah, this is the first level, by the way, so I thought that was a good place to start to see what I was up against. But that was really, really cool. I really enjoy it. I'm looking forward to playing more of it.
Are they turtles?
I don't know what they are.
It's like a rhino turtle.
Yeah.
You're fighting.
Yep, not anymore. He's gone.
Yeah. He
shot him with his sword.
I like his running style of the ninjas, how they're leaning forward. And I also like that. Did he have a scuba tank on now all of a sudden?
No, I think that's his sheath for his sword. But let's say it's a scuba tank.
Yeah, I like that. I like scuba ninjas.
So I would give this game out of 7 balls, probably also 5 balls, because I haven't played enough of it yet, but I've enjoyed the balls that I have played with so far.
Mine was almost 6.
Well, you played more of it than I have.
That's fair enough.
I need more balls in order to
to satisfy your hunger.
That's right. I need more of the messenger's balls in order to make sure that... All right, I've also downloaded a whole heap of games on the 3DS because it was announced by Nintendo recently that they're going to stop credit card payments.
Yeah, right.
So I've... oh, God, what have I downloaded? I've downloaded...
What do? You have to send them a mail order? How do you buy games now?
You know, I know that was a joke, but I wouldn't put it past Nintendo. No, you have to like buy the eShop cards. So I went and got all the Zeldas that are available on there. I got all the Mario Land games. I went and got a lot of the... They got a lot of old Game Boy games.
How much did you drop?
$50.
$50?
$50.
And what did that get you?
Well, it got me all the Zelda
65 games.
Oh, is this the shopkeep?
Yeah, that's the shopkeep there.
Oh my god, he looks awesome.
Yeah, he's all mysterious. He's like Orko. Anyway, yeah, so I'm playing a lot of those games, and you should get on there now and buy them while your credit card's still good. And, yeah, do that before it closes down.
My credit card's fine.
Oh, I know.
No.
Gets a good workout.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. All right, should we go to news?
News.
Okay, in case you've been living under a place where you can't find out what the internet is saying.
Like a rock that's so low the internet can't get under it?
That's right.
Yeah,
it's an anti-internet lock.
That's a lock.
That rock.
That's a lock.
Gamescom was last week. And we got a fair bit of news out of there, which has been covered in depth by other channels. So we're going to focus on the stuff that's, more important to us and what we like. Because we assume with you guys watching, again, pushing that like and subscribe button, we assume with you guys watching, you're interested in what we're interested in. So,
what are we interested in?
Kojima. Kojima was there. Hideo Kojima, our Lord and Savior, was there with some gameplay demos and some new trailers. We saw the Mama trailer, we saw the Deathman trailer, and we saw this gameplay. And as you can see on the screen there, Norma Reedus is taking a big old whiz. That's right, he's got his family member out, and he's relieving that bad boy.
Norma Reedus is dong. What?
No, so Kojima said you will not be able to see
Does he always turn?
Yep. So he's a bit insecure.
Maybe it's the baby's wing.
No, it's his. It's his.
Isn't it a mushroom?
Yeah, the mushroom pops up. See, I reckon you pee to save. I reckon that's how you save.
With the mushroom?
Well, no, you pee, and the mushroom represents that you've saved the game.
Makes sense.
So I've got some quotes here, besides not seeing Norman Reedus' dong. He explains a little bit more about Death Stranding. Kojima says, this is an exact quote, "In the near future, mysterious explosions have rocked the planet, setting off a series of supernatural events known as the Death Stranding.
Nice.
With spectral creatures plaguing the landscape and the planet on the verge of mass extinction, it's up to Sam Bridges to journey across the ravaged wasteland and save mankind, or humankind."
Sam Bridges, Daryl Dixon?
Yep. "From impending annihilation." So he said it's a different genre. He's made a different kind of action genre game.
He's trying hard to make a new kind of game, isn't he?
If anyone can, that man can.
So what is it?
Well, again, we don't know.
It's an e-parcel delivery game with a ladder and a bladder.
It's like an Uber Eats delivery man. Maybe it's just someone's ordered something really far away.
Well, they went into a little bit of the lore as well with Deathman, which is Guillermo del Toro's likeness, but not his voice. And he talks about the BBs. The little baby is called a BB.
Yes, a BB.
And the mother is dead, and because the mother is dead, there's a link between here and the afterlife. So I think there's like two worlds or two...
So the mother has to be dead for the baby to work?
Yeah, but then they have to put it in and it has to recharge or something.
But the baby has to recharge?
It has to like resync its GPS tracker with its mother.
Yeah.
It's real weird.
It's real weird.
Interesting way to describe it.
It's Kojima.
Yeah.
But Jeff Keighley's about to pop up as well.
Right, on YouTube. Oh my god, a ladder just came out of his stomach. Well, it is Kojima. He does love ladders and long ones.
Bum, 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 bum.
Who's that?
That's Jeff Keighley.
Who's Jeff
Visually,
Keighley?
it's Jeff Keighley.
Yeah, well, it's the Game Awards guy.
Yeah.
It's like Kojima's best friend.
Oh, really? He
Yeah.
popped him in there?
Yeah.
I thought it was Pierce Bronson.
Yeah, because I don't know if you listened to that demo. He sounds like a dude bro.
So,
I'm like, that's not him.
They said it's someone else is doing the voice, but he's the visual.
Yeah.
And apparently a bunch of other friends of Kojima are going to be in it as well.
Friends of
course they are.
Kojima. I wish I was one of them.
Now, so what a
What?
lot of people
You're
have
getting drunk.
wanted to know is how multiplayer is going to fit into
Is
this.
there multiplayer?
Yeah, Kojima
I'm out.
said...
No, it's like an online interconnect.
Yeah, I've got it here.
Yes.
Don't... Brayden, stay in your corner.
Alright.
Alright, Kojima says, it's like Miles Morales in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Miles thinks he is the only Spider-Man. Then different characters from different alternate dimensions also become Spider-Man and meet up. All of a sudden, Miles is not alone. Of course, Death Stranding will be different, but it's a clue towards what the game is about.
Spider-Man's in it.
Yes, so Miles Morales confirmed. So Spider-Gwen, the gang's all here. They're going to whip up a good time and make sure that Norma Reedus' modest manhood stays well and truly behind the web.
I'm gonna shoot some strings of white stuff at people.
Oh, Dan.
What?
It's a highbrow show.
Web? No, it's actually 18. Rated.
Okay. So Death
it's
Stranding
funny.
comes out in November. You're going to hear a lot about it on this channel because Kojima is our
Our
Lord.
God.
And hail Kojima. Okay.
Oh!
So
Cut it there. Cut it.
I love that bit.
Okay, there was a little bit more reveal about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, which is is an MMO. No, it's not an MMO.
Skip half the news.
No, it's still going down. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. It was revealed that it's got your favorite episode playable in it.
Oh, is it the car? It is
It
the
is
car.
the car.
Yes.
It's when Goku and Piccolo get their driver's license. It was a fill-in episode.
It wasn't in the manga, was it?
No, you can go.
Yeah,
on
so
to that.
basically, this is one of my favorite episodes because of how absolutely ridiculous it was. It was like they're in the middle of a battle in the episode before, and then it was just suddenly they're on a break. And Chi-Chi's goes to Piccolo and Goku. She's like, "You're an idiot." Like, she always has a go at them. She's like, "You're an idiot. You're useless. You don't even have your car license. That's it. Your guys are getting your license." And then the whole episode is this Piccolo and Goku trying to get their L's. And like, because they're so strong, like as soon as Goku gets in the car, he just puts his foot down and goes through the car, like the bottom of the and of course Piccolo tries to get really into it, but he's such an angry road rager guy. He's like, "Ah!" And it was just so stupid that I loved it so much. Like, so that's going to be in there, is it?
Yep, that's in there. I
Nice.
think that's how you get around. But yeah, that episode will be playable. Now you can divert from the main storyline, and it sort of nudges you
Well,
into
you know,
where
you
you
probably notice we've just got pics of this at the moment. 'Cause it's-
Yeah. Well, I mean, this was the new stuff that was released. So
Cell's
yeah.
level 52.
Oh, spoiler alert. Yeah. So
Spoiler inside.
from what the reviews have been saying of what people have said from when they played it, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, nice.
So it may be something you want to look at, Dan. I know you don't want to play Dragon Ball Z again, but this might be worth you are.
Maybe.
Mario Kart Tour for the mobile phones has been announced, coming out on September 25th, which is a big month for Nintendo. We can see on the screen here the how it plays. Now, this got absolutely reamed during the beta, so people could give feedback.
Oh, no one liked it.
No one liked it. The controls were horrible.
It looked like having a racing game where you have to play with the screen upwards.
Yeah, it seems weird. And sliding your thumb over to control the steering and then tapping to, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work, but Nintendo has proven time and time again they can make this sort of stuff work, and it ends up being really intuitive.
Still
and
got the
really,
blue
really
shell
cool.
in it.
Yeah, we're never getting rid of that blue shell. And now it is free to play, but there will be microtransactions. Of course there will be, after the shareholders of Nintendo kicked up a fuss last time they made Mario Run and said, "Here, $10, have a whole new Mario game." And that was awesome. But no, we weren't earning enough money. Make it microtransactionable.
Nice. Ooh.
Do you want to go into this one?
Yes.
Go for it.
So, wait, is this my bully one? Yeah,
It's the
so...
bully one. Maybe we should...
yeah, we'll recap. So the other... last show, we did a thing of, like, games that we think we should have sequels.
Yep.
And I said bully. And news this week, there may be rumoured there's a Bully 2 coming out because of... You can see on the screen now, there's some downloadable content in... Is it Grand Theft Auto?
Yep.
And you can see there, Canon Edit. I can't say it. Edit.
Canis Canem.
That is the school that the bully guy goes to. For those who don't know what bully is, it's amazing. It's Rockstar's game where you play as a kid in a high school, and you have to it's like going to high school in America, but boarding there as well. Like, it's cool. You have to go to school and everything. It's amazing. Anyway, so Yeah, so there may be like this is a loose rumor. This is like, you know.
Oh, this is grasping.
This is give it to us, you jerks. But yeah. So that came out this week, and so people were like, you can see it again here. People are smooching their booches for that stuff.
Yep. Did you mention where the rumors also came from? So that's just the Canis Canem edit.
I didn't.
A little hint that they found. There's also a tweet that went out where someone did some data mining. Braden, we got that there.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, we got a couple of shots of this. Yeah, we went deep on this.
We certainly do.
There was this theory over on Twitter with some Morse code in the DLC. And the guy's made some leaps here. So regarding the Morse code found in GTA's last DLC, did you notice it has a number 4, but the game would be 2? And if you decrease 2 letters for each letter, you can find the word BLY2.
It's like if you take away all the letters, put in new ones, it says bullies coming out.
Maybe squint, turn your head to the side.
Only eat donuts on a Tuesday, and you might bully 2 will come out.
And then there was the biggest stretch of all. I don't know if we've got it there.
Yeah, we got more.
We got it more? The supposed leak image of the Bully 2 map.
Oh my god.
So this came out and someone said, oh no, look, it's a leaked image of the Bully 2 map.
Is it though?
No, it's clearly someone's made that on their iPad. Taking a photo of it. Like, look at the resolution there. If they're leaking that with their sneaky mobile phone, do you reckon they'd be able to get a shot that good?
Don't know.
I say no. I'm calling BS on this bully. Or sorry, it should be D-U. Do. Because that was...
Yeah.
Do.
So much. We should stick with this.
Yeah?
We should stick with like investigating the Bully 2 rumors.
We're going to investigate it.
Yeah.
We're going to try and... we're going to pretend to be journalists.
Yeah. We're going to
How far away is Bully 2?
We don't know. What's next?
All right. And on the theme, yes, again, Dan, one of your picks last week when we were talking about games that need a sequel was Bully. Mine was Mario Sunshine. And lo and behold, this image came out.
Which has nothing to do with anything.
And people were automatically going, oh, if you look at the watermelon seeds, for the podcast listeners, it's the picture of Mario. He's enjoying a nice big watermelon without a hat and a nice Hawaiian shirt on. People automatically went, nah, that's got to be Mario Sunshine. Well, as opposed to like maybe Mario Odyssey DLC or something along those lines. But that is the rumor going out. That,
it is another stretch, but in Japan, traditionally in summer, they do eat the watermelons and stuff like that. So maybe, and sunshine, summer, that does scream sunshine.
But there was a beach level in Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, but he's wearing a shirt. He's wearing a Hawaiian shirt. I don't know who.
Oh, well, that's all the evidence I need.
I don't like that there's seeds on his face, because for him to do that, he must be so bad at eating.
Well, it's Mario.
Yeah, he's not good at anything.
No.
Apart from killing.
Yeah. And look, his grey hair's gone. Remember that?
Oh, that grey hair.
That grey hair.
That one hair.
Oh, so that's more leaning towards that this is Sunshine.
See, I would
a prequel, yeah, before he was great.
I would like it if they just had Flood in that beach level, and you could use Flood as DLC.
I just see that his hair here, his moustache and eyebrows are quite dark, yet his hair is a rich orange.
Maybe he's dyed it.
Hey, I've got
because it had grey in it.
Breaking news! I've got a quite red beard, but when my hair, when it was growing, was quite brown.
Before it gave out the ghost.
Before it packed its bags and went walking.
And bailed.
Before
you had a messy divorce with your hair.
Cheated on my wife. Don't ask.
You still pay alimony on those little...
and it's had little hair kids.
Those little moustaches you have to pay money to.
Let's go to the next. More leaks. We've got more leaks.
Yeah, I didn't get any footage for this.
Did you get the picture though?
No, I didn't realise there was anything.
Picture?
There is a picture? Probably not.
What is it?
Overwatch.
Yes, there's a picture.
Okay, bring it up. This came out on Amazon 2 or 3 days ago and was taken down very, very quickly. It's an Overwatch Switch case. So,
wow, we're really scraping at the barrel tonight for news.
Why would they bring out an Overwatch Switch case if it's not on Switch?
Maybe it's not a Switch case. Maybe it's for your Oculus.
Power A protection case for Nintendo Switch.
And they took it down?
Yeah, Amazon took it down very
They
quickly.
should have just left it on there.
Yeah.
And just gone like, nah, it's just branding.
Yeah.
Instead of taking it down, which just says, yep, it's actually what it is.
So I really do think we're going to get this. I think Overwatch can run pretty okay on the Switch. It's not too graphically intense.
Are you kidding me?
Well, it's like Fortnite.
Nah, that game has so many layers and particle effects got happening.
Will it be like a Fortnite? Will it like be a server that you have to log on to play?
Don't know.
Don't know.
They would have to tone it down like quite a bit visually to
Yep.
get it running.
You can only have 2 people in a game at a time. Like just against each other. One-on-one. One-on-one combat.
There was an announcement of something big in September from Blizzard. So, you know, could be the month. Could be the month.
World of Warcraft 2.
Well, they've recently released World of Warcraft. Oh, God damn it. World of Warcraft Classic.
WoW
which-
Classic.
Yeah. It bombed the servers, I believe. Like, they needed to add more servers because people were just jumping on there.
Really?
Yeah.
The wait times for some people were up until the following day.
Wow.
For what? For a game?
For a game.
And people were lining up, like there were screenshots that I saw where people were lining up in a massive queue in-game to like hand in a quest to a person.
Hang on, can't you
Only
just
one person could do it at a time.
Wow.
can't you just download it and play it on an emulator, like DOS emulator?
Probably.
Well, no, but these are new servers.
Oh.
This is new
It's
something.
new old.
I've got a couple other people in the chat there. Salamander just saying hello. Hello, Salamander.
Hey Salamander, how you going, buddy?
Lastly, or second to lastly, because I don't know if we got footage.
Of what?
Yakuza 7.
What a goose game.
Yeah, we're going to go Goose Game. We're talking about the Untitled Goose Game. For those of you who don't know what it is, this is it. In this game, you play a goose who's just an asshole.
Look at him, he's so good.
He goes around and his job is to just wreak havoc.
Wreak havoc to the gardeners.
Get the ground people wet.
It's amazing. So this has been the dev team, Hello House, has announced that there is some good news coming from PAX, which is this weekend. PAX West.
Was that fertilizer? He's gonna make a bomb.
So hopefully we're going to get some information soon.
He's got his radio.
Oh man, we're gonna get some information
That
soon about
naughty
this
goose.
awesome game. I'm really looking forward to it. If I think this is gonna come to Switch.
Oh, look, can he get in the gate now and close it on him?
I don't know, but he's gonna go and eat the vegetables.
Is that what his goal is?
I guess you just have to be an annoying arsehole goose. Look at him. I love his walk. Look at his walk.
Yeah, I like his black eyes.
Oh my god, it's like Metal Gear.
Bite him.
He's throwing his shovel.
Ah!
All right, enough of this. You're gonna stream this when it comes out, aren't you, Dan?
I don't know. Oh look, he's just staring at him. Stare off.
In the butt. In the butt.
Oh, he stole his keys!
That goose has such complex ideas.
Brayden, I don't know if Dan got the footage of Yakuza 7 announcement.
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, can we bring that up, please?
We
So-
certainly can.
Do you know anything about this apart from Haley? Hey, Haley, how you going?
Hey, Haley. Hey, Haley.
Hey, Haley.
Hey, Haley. Hey, Haley. Hey, Haley.
Leave it.
Haley. Hey.
Yes. Bring up the Yakuza footage.
Yeah, I just had to skip ahead because there's a solid in classic. Yakuza
Yeah. Oh,
fashion,
yeah.
10 seconds of nothing.
Of black. Should bring it up anyway.
Here we are.
So I watched this. This
Yep.
is all in Japanese. There's no English. There's not even any subtitles on YouTube. So you have no idea what's going on. Where did you get the idea this is an RPG?
It came out. I read the press release that came out with it.
Oh.
They said they're getting rid. There's got a new protagonist.
Protagonist.
Protagonist. Protagonist. And they're getting rid of the grab and rumble style of gameplay, and it's moving more to a turn-based RPG.
They don't show any of this. It's basically just a giant cutscene of a dude getting out of jail and then stuff happens to him. You play this guy here in the red suit.
Yep.
In the sharp suit. You see him going into the police station and then
Yep.
you see him leaving jail. I assume he went in.
To turn himself in.
Yeah, I assume
honourable.
that conversation at the start is them going like, you're going to have to turn yourself in for the family.
Yep.
And then when he comes out, like, he gets ripped off, it looks like.
Yeah.
It looks like
Well, he's got a new cap.
He gets... Oh, it's a police cap.
Yeah.
Don't want him to get burnt on the way out.
No, that's good caring from the Kyoto Police Department.
Oh.
Anyway, you looking forward to Yakuza 7, Dan? Has this excited you?
Not really.
No?
I mean, I am interested, though, because I do like my turn-based, like, RPGs, but they have to be a certain type, as I've already explained in this kind of thing. Like, my favourite one is the style that Final Fantasy X uses.
Right.
You've got exactly who's coming next. If you use speed on it, that guy goes down in the list. You can plan tactical strategies. So if it's like that, yeah, I'm down. And if it's just about punching people, that'd be rad fun.
as punching people.
Look at me,
usually
look at him
is.
here getting out of jail. You know, I'm sorry. I'm, expecting the Yakuza bosses to be there to pick him up, and then suddenly,
No one?
just the grandma.
Oh, dear.
Wah, wah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
All right. So, that was all the news that we have time for this week. Now it's time for Kojima Watch.
We got a Kojima Watch.
We don't.
We have a Kojima
We do.
Watch.
We need a title. We need something.
Do you want me to do a do you want me to do a transition to Kojima Watch?
Yeah.
Its own little intro.
And it's just the solid snake.
Kojima.
Kojima pops up.
Yeah, do it.
There it is. Kojima's birthday was last week. He's 56 years old. Look at him. I look older than him. And I'm almost not there at that age.
He
Kojima looks really good for 56. And
Yeah,
it,
sure.
it gives more evidence to the fact that he's not actually of this reality. That he is from somewhere else.
He's a god.
Here to guide humanity through their darkest hours via
he
video games.
has predicted the future.
Mm.
15 years into the future, and it's all come true.
Speaking of which, I got a Metal Gear Solid book the other day, a novel.
A novel, a novella.
No, it's a novel.
Oh god,
It's like a 300-page Metal Gear Solid novel. Takes place after 5.
oh god, that's the worst time.
it's before Liquid Ocelot. So
Wait,
they think Ocelot's dead, but Liquid's still alive. Or something.
did you
like
read
that.
it?
I'm reading it now. But it was translated from Japanese. It was written in like 2009, and it's only just now been translated from Japanese and released.
Interesting.
It's pretty cool.
All right, Kojima.
Anyway, Kojima, thank
Praise
you.
Kojima.
Praise Kojima. Brayden, do the thing. That was the thing. But I'm talking about the other thing.
We don't have another thing.
What was it say on your show run there, Brayden?
It says Street Fighter.
No? Ads.
Ah.
Time for our sponsorship.
And to thank the Patreons.
And to thank the Patreons. But first, sponsors, thank you to King Kaiju Collectibles. If you like big monsters that destroy towns, then you've got a problem. And we like that here. And King Kaiju likes that as well. So you should buy more miniature models of said monsters from King Kaiju Collectibles.
And Greenlight Comics is the comic shop that I co-own and work at. So yeah.
Go in, say hi. Dan loves it when you come in and say hi.
Yeah, do it. Don't mind.
Yeah.
Jody's over there, 56. Nah, that's all I can think about.
That he's 56.
Kojima.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so good.
He's fine.
And if you don't know who Kojima is, look him up.
Look him up.
He's a god amongst men. Even my wife thinks he's great.
Yeah. My
She doesn't even
girlfriend's
like video
confused.
games.
Yeah. Patreon, Dan.
Congratulations for being Patreon.
Is it this list here?
It is, but I think it's not anymore.
It's
Okay.
not?
Isn't it?
Oh, no, bring it up. And if someo's not
No,
on
no,
there
no.
anymore-
It's a written list.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I
yeah.
have
Throw it
on
here.
paper.
Throw it here.
Oh boy, this is gonna end well.
Yep.
You did it.
Jesus.
Who would have thought? Live streaming, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you to Chris, to Freakchild, to Henry, to Luke, to Natalie, to Sam, to Todd, to Tommaso, to Karen, to Ash, and to Ashraf. Thank you for being our beautiful Patreons.
And supporters.
Supporters, you may have noticed we've changed up what Patreon does now. It's always changing.
Yep. And in a constant state of flux, we've had a pretty busy time. I'm not going to lie. We've had a pretty busy time around here at Hack the Dino. Things are moving, things are growing. We want to make sure that everything is nice and smooth as we get more and more people enjoying the show. So if you would like to be a Patreon, head to patreon.com/hackthedino and shoot us $1 a month. And when the awards come out, we'll be sure to tell you first. But if you would like to support the show, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. Tell all your friends. We haven't done the countdown thing yet that YouTubers do. Have you noticed that lately?
No?
YouTubers are putting like a 10-second countdown. They're going things like, oh, quickly press that like button before the timer reaches 0 and you will have infinite luck and
Is they
millions of
seriously
dollars.
doing that?
Yeah.
That's
It's not even
That's
talk-
the
that's not
latest
even-
thing.
That's
Oh,
not-
that's
Let's
bad.
get on with the topic of the show.
Topic of the show. Braden's time for
Hilariously
tops.
game bad tie-in.
Have we got a transition?
Nope.
Nah,
Oh, okay.
I didn't do one for this.
Oh, pity. Anyway, with all the movie, comic, and TV announcements coming out of D23, which is Disney's big palooza, and let's face it, they own everything, we thought it would be a good idea to look at some of the worst game tie-ins from either movies, comics, or TVs.
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 Oh,
All right,
yeah,
I'll go first. I'm going to go first. We remember, everyone knows about Street Fighter and Street Fighter 2 and that
I'm aware
brilliant legacy. One of my favourite games of all time. Fantastic series. There was a movie that came out called Street Fighter the Movie.
Yeah.
We did
Live action.
Yeah, we did a director's
Kylie
commentary.
Minogue.
Kylie Minogue, Jean-Claude Van Damme. They had an
Best
affair.
actor was Zangief.
He was the greatest.
He was clearly the best actor.
What you may not know was that there was a game based on that movie, which is based on the game, and it was called Street Fighter the Movie the Game.
Beautiful.
And you can see it here. What it is,
Are
really
they
poor.
shots from the film?
No, they're digitized characters. They've tried to cash in on Mortal Kombat 2 hysteria, which was
It's so weird that it's like a Mortal Kombat style game done for Street Fighter.
Yeah, and
So blasphemous.
you just look at the frame rates of the characters when they move. It's horrendous. We saw just before the Ryu character doing the spinning bird kick, not spinning bird kick, the hurricane kick. And it was just literally swapping a picture left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. It is a rubbish game. Absolute tosh.
Considering like it's based on one of the best games as well.
Yeah, absolute tosh.
This is like the Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero to Street Fighter.
Oh, have you played that Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero game?
Is that right?
No, that's worse. Do you regularly do streams at this time? Yes, Necromander.
Yes, we do. And
We
also,
do.
And on Sundays as well.
Sundays, Dan, you do Twitch streams, live streams, and then every fortnight we do a huge show wrap-up where we talk about news and topics.
Yeah.
But back onto our topic.
And it was Michael Jackson's birthday yesterday, apparently. If he was alive, but he's not because he's dead.
Yep. Dan, next one.
Catwoman.
That classic film.
PS2?
Yeah, I think so. And
PS2.
GameCube. And
GameCube. I think actually this was GameCube.
Really?
Not sure.
Kick the guard into the
It was
dumpster.
definitely the PS2.
This game's rubbish. Like, look at it. Look, what's she doing? Like, what even happened then?
She kicked him into the dumpster.
What is she doing?
Why is she running around like a cat when, like, the
Well,
human
well-
body isn't designed to do that unless she's been genetically modified? But look at the graphics here. It's just tissue box houses
This is rough.
trapping you into a spot and look at those physics. His foot's gone through the box. Oh. Yeah, bad game. Did you play
Necroman
this?
is watching this on his Switch.
Yeah.
I love that.
Awesome. This
Yeah,
is on
yeah.
the Switch.
What on the Switch?
Oh, man,
Oh,
my
wait.
dreams have come true.
Postage stamp, us in the corner.
Okay, next game, Charlie's Angels. Now, this was based off the
Oh, man, this
second...
is a stinker.
this game. So the actresses have lent their
You
likenesses.
can tell that it looks like them though.
Yeah, well, that's Bernie Mac there, obviously. And Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu, and Drew Barrymore do look somewhat like.
If you squint, a
Yeah,
lot,
kind
If you
of.
squint and become hideously racist.
Oh, damn.
Look at Cameron Diaz.
Watch her eyes here. Watch her
Yeah, yeah.
eyes. She looks back, and if you watch her eyes,
They
like,
just
the
go,
pupils
"Oh."
stay
They're
there.
like- They're like Pennywise. Is moving around.
Oh,
Anyhow,
Look at her move.
we need to like.
I'll go to some gameplay.
Yeah,
so-
ne-
All right, go to some gameplay. Interesting.
What?
For the Patreon, for the podcast listeners, Cameron Diaz, or digitized Cameron Diaz, is running around in a two-piece bikini.
Oh no, it's the other girl
And
now.
that's Lucy Liu. And they're fighting in digitized
Oh my
bikinis.
God.
She's trapped behind a box. Now, one of the things that was really awful about this game was it was filled with invisible walls preventing players from accessing unfinished areas of the game. Like, I don't even think this game was finished. And instead of like letting you go to certain places,
Yeah,
instead
float.
of finishing it, they just put an invisible wall there. And look how she moves. Like, there's no movement. And why are the construction guys trying to beat her up?
Because she's naked on their turf. Like, obviously.
Oh man, this game.
Mate, this game could be okay if they had clothes on.
No,
But there's no reason for them to be naked here. Like,
no.
it's a bit rough, eh?
Yep.
Because this is the scene, this cuts straight from the other one.
Oh gosh. Can we go to the next game? I'm going to take the next game.
Yeah.
What's the next game?
Next game is based on my favorite movie of all time, Back to the Future.
AKA Paperboy.
Now, this came out on the Nintendo Entertainment System, and in it you play Marty McFly, who has to dodge hula hoop girls, collect clocks for some reason, and stay away from oil puddles in the street.
When did Marty McFly ever wear a sleeveless black t-shirt?
That was just my thought.
He looks more like Biff here.
Yeah. And you get a skateboard in it at some point. I think there was... can we go to the ending? I reckon there's a ending where you're in the DeLorean trying to get back to the future.
Have a look.
If we skip forward...
Oh, there was a hoverboard there.
Yeah, there's a hover... No, it's a skateboard.
There's a skateboard.
Because it's the first one. Here we go. So here you are going down the street trying to get to the clock tower so you can go back to the future.
So much lightning. I should have just used that.
Lightning just crashing down. You have to dodge it. I don't know what it is. It is...
Congratulations, Marty. You've made it back. It's all the time travel is behind you now. All your time travel.
That's
maybe.
It. That's the ending. You
go
get
back
a single
more.
text.
Go back to like the bit where he's running around, Braden.
There's also a part...
So this is his Paperboy. Has anyone noticed that?
Yeah.
Why is he collecting clocks?
Because time, man. That's how you time travel. You need all the clocks, the alarm clocks.
Yeah, the more time that you accumulate, the more...
There's also a scene where he goes into the bar, obviously to meet George McFly or whatnot, but for whatever reason, the bartender is just throwing stuff at him. And he walks in the door, and the bartender throws it, and if you don't dodge it in time, it hits you and you die.
It's because you don't have any sleeves on. In the 1980... Now, when did they go back to? 85?
85. They went back to 1955. They were from
1955. You can't walk around...
This guy's walking with a plane.
They're collecting... He's collecting the
people.
people.
No, he's killing them with whatever.
Kindness. Yeah, that's...
Sewage bins.
This is the best one. This should have been number one, but...
All right, well, it's not in any order, but yeah, you go, Dan.
Superman 64.
Oof.
This game... So this game is a stinker.
Yeah.
It's broken. It's glitched out. I think in level... in level 1 or whatever, if you pick up a car, you can't. There's no button to put it down. You just can't. You can never put it down again. You just got it forever.
Yep.
Did you know though? I did a little research in this one. The year this came out, this was the highest selling Nintendo 64 game.
Yeah, because it was so hyped, and then people went, "Oh no, it's really, really glitchy. Oh, this is all the glitches." So he's just crashed into the wall there. Brandon, if you skip forward, there's a part where him carrying a box. So the story here is Lex Luthor's kidnapped.
This isn't the glitch count one. There's another one after it, isn't it? Right?
Oh, is there a second one? Oh, this was sorry.
Here it is. The car.
Here's the car.
Can't put it down. Lex wins.
Lex wins, and you'll notice green mist everywhere. The green mist was there because that was
Terrigen.
Lex Luthor poisoning everyone, and it was just. It was just an excuse for them not to do backgrounds or not program backgrounds in. Look at that car go. It's just floating now.
I think if you go to the next clip, Braden, there's two Superman clips. I've got it there with the box.
Here it is, the box. You pick up a box, you walk out the door, and the box stays there.
Amazing.
This was a full game. This was a game you can buy now in secondhand markets. You can play this game on your 64. It is absolute turd, rubbish, dumpster fire trash. Oh, man. What a horrible, horrible thing. And, it's fairly indicative of the character of Superman because he's rubbish.
There we go. I'm just going to mention as well, we could have put E.T. on this list, but I didn't because it's not a bad game.
No, it's not.
It just got a bad rap it just got a bad rap for some reason. Yeah. And if you watch that doc on it, all the dudes it's not even bad.
Yeah, Steven Spielberg played it and signed off on it.
Yeah, it's fine.
And the guy only had 7 weeks to develop it. He didn't sleep for 7 weeks.
So no. So that didn't make the list because that's just an internet rumor of a bad game.
Yeah, exactly.
Because half the people in the world haven't played it.
Yep. I've got that game, by the way. Got a cart sitting on my shelf. All right, you want to do Total Recall? I'll do Total Recall. You can do your pick.
Total Recall.
Total Recall. Here we go. It's your standard awful side-scroller of a Nintendo Entertainment System game. Yeah, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger there in the green top, as he was in the movie.
Did he have a green top? No.
No, not at all.
No, it's a green jumpsuit.
Now, when he dies, which is coming up very, very soon. Yep, here we go. So he's just died there. Here we go. Arnie pops up and says, "I'll be back."
Does he say it in audio?
Oh, he goes, "I'll be back." And then when you
Cinema 3.
When you lose all your lives and it's game over, Arnie pops up again and it says, "Your game has been terminated." Like in that really famous film he was in. So that has nothing to do with Total Recall.
They've just riffed on it.
Yeah. This guy's popping out
He
of
does
bins.
say, I'll be back in Total Recall. Oh, no, that's the Running Man.
Yeah, and that's a direct call, whereas this is not. So yeah, bit of a rubbish game. And there were a lot of these awful movie tie-in games on the NES.
What was it? What's that company with the rainbow that does them all? Like...
Sun.
Yeah, it was like letters. Yeah. But that was synonymous with making movie tie-in crapness.
And it was just pump them out to tie in with the movie.
It's kind of what they do now.
Yep. No, there's not been a lot of movie tie-ins lately. The last one I can think of is the Mummy Demastered, which was to tie in with the awful Tom Hanks movie. Not Tom Hanks. Who's the other Tom? Tom Cruise. The Tom Cruise Mummy movie. They made a demake of the Mummy, and it was actually a really good game. And a lot
movie
more
was
high
rubbish.
praise than the.
I stopped watching it. Because that Tom Cruise Mummy movie was going to be a 3-part one. They were going to do like the Wolfman and
the whole Marvel universe.
No, they were going. Yeah, but they were going to do all the monsters. So the Mummy, the Vampire, the Wolfman, and then that first one was so donkey that they just went nah.
All right, last one, Dan.
Last one.
Yours.
Cool spot. Now, this wasn't the worst game ever, but I just found this one to be a weird tie-in because this is a tie-in with 7-Up. This is a 7-Up game. So, Cool Spot is a 7-Up mascot. 7-Up as in the drink, the lemonade.
Yep.
Was it lemonade?
Yeah, it was lemonade.
But before they made the Cool Spot game, 7-Up also brought out the Fido Dido games. Remember Fido Dido?
I do. He was like that squiggle guy with the
he was also a 7-Up mascot. And they did it, but it never got released on the Mega Drive. It was the same era, and I don't understand why that happened. But yeah, to me, there's like the idea that soda drinks, fizzy drinks are making games.
But that's not or necessarily unheard of. McDonald's had games come out. They also had games for, I think, Burger King.
Global Gladiators, I believe one was called.
Yeah, so it's like they will try and find ways to cash in. I mean, you had the Flintstones games, which I held very dear to my heart.
Yeah, but they were a cartoon, which makes sense. Like, drink.
Well, you got to try and warp the kids' minds somehow, don't you? Anyway, so there are weird tie-in games.
I mean, there's a million more.
Yep.
But we're not going to get into them.
No, we need content for future episodes.
If you can think of any other ones, pop them down in the chat right now or whatever, and we'll mention them as we go through the show. But yeah.
If you know of any bad movie tie-in games, put them in the chat. We'll have a look and read them and go, wow, we didn't think of that. And now it's time for viewer questions. If you've got... me off. Brayden cut me off then. Brayden, I was going into a spill. If you've got a question, go ahead and type it in the chat now. We'll try and answer them live if you've got any. Don't worry, we've got someone from our Instagram that we will answer in the interim. Don't forget to like and subscribe while you're there. All right, first one comes from Caleb Murphy, and he asks, what old man stereotype have you embraced as you've aged? No secret, Dan and I aren't spring chickens anymore. Mine is, I'm fairly ashamed to say, is that I fall asleep on my couch at about 9:30 p.m. each night.
Oh, bless.
Now, I do want to point out that I do get up at 4:45 every morning and do train 5 times a week. That's my justification. Dan?
So, yeah, what's my stereotypical old age man thing?
Yep.
So, I used to party every Saturday night. I used to go out partying. It was my whole week. I used to love it so much. If I didn't go out on a Saturday night or a Friday night, I would be so angry with myself. I thought the whole world was going to end. These days, my Saturday nights consist of me, my best Saturday nights is sitting, putting on my fire, drinking a beer, and watching a film. And that is the best Saturday, Friday night for me ever. Apart from recording a podcast, actually.
Yes. Podcast is great.
Yeah, so that's how old I am.
And we do have a couple of questions from the channel. So, Nitro, I don't know how to say his name. Norsey. Here's my question. Why did he cut you off? Referring to Brayden cutting me off earlier. Brayden, do you want to field this one?
I thought you were going to go straight into viewer questions and then leave room for a stinger. And then I was on the ball with the stinger.
Brayden, how long have you been editing this show? You know that we're not professional at all. You're well aware that we're quite incompetent.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Dan, do you want to read that other one from Haley?
Haley just wants to know if we love Freddie Mercury. Sure.
Freddie Mercury. Yeah, he's rad.
I love that movie that just came out recently. What was it called?
The Show Must Go On.
Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody, and you had the guy that played Mr. Robot with Freddie Mercury. He was good.
Big bottom girls.
They make the rock and roll
Bicycle.
go around on a bicycle.
Champions.
They are.
All right.
Next question.
Sarah McIntosh. What are you guys collecting at the moment?
Ooh, I got a photo.
You got a photo?
Braden?
You do. Let me have a quick look here. Let's
Yeah.
make it a bit bigger. Let's get it over here.
All right. Sounds
It's full
good.
screen.
Oh,
there they
Astromech droids. I collect Astromech droids.
Is that your collection?
Yes. Sorry, I had to think of what you asked then.
It's of my collection of photos of
I'm gonna-
other people's collections.
I'm going to go get them. Wait up.
was
So
gonna say.
Dan, likewise, with many of the things that I've collected over the years, think, hey, that's a pretty niche little market. There wouldn't be many of them. I'll start collecting astromech droids, which are R2-D2
Oh
droids.
my god.
I've got a couple.
Little does he know.
Bring it big, Braden.
Alright, here we go.
Here's some of them.
That is a lot of droids, Mr. McGinnis.
Let's just put them here.
Oh,
Well, you
it's on
didn't
my
even
pile.
do your pile of toys.
No, I did. It was Yusagi Yojimbo takes on the Hack the Dino universe, and Yusagi won.
Nice. So yeah, I collect astromech droids. I started collecting them because I wanted to collect something in the Star Wars universe. I love it, and I thought, oh yeah, it's an easy one to do. Little did I know they bring out about 40 a year. I have about probably 60 of them. I have a lot behind the green screen, which you can't see at the moment. But yeah, is the
Do you have a
gonk
gonk
droid there? Yeah. Right up.
What's a
Keep
gonk
talking
droid?
there.
All right. Hi, everyone. It's me, Ben. I'm here to talk about all the kinds of things that you like to hear with your ears, mainly words. Here's some words for you. Green.
Now
Banner.
I'm back.
Trophy.
Got the gonk.
Clitoris.
Is that word? Got the gonk.
That's a gonk. Oh,
And?
gonk.
R1.
Wow.
This is the guy, he's sitting there at when Luke picks up picks up this guy.
The faulty motivator.
Yeah. And also I've got an
Just like me.
I've got an R7 as well, which is a good one. Look how cool their heads are. They got triangles on them. I got heaps, hey.
You do.
I'm not even gonna get into it.
I collect Nintendo stuff. I think that's well known and well established. I brought my collection in here. Recently, I've been picking up the Nintendo magazine system, which was a... Oh, wow, you got photos. Awesome.
Yeah, I went
I actually had these two as a kid.
That's number one.
No, that's not. That's just the UK Nintendo
Oh.
NMS. Ours had Mario Land on it.
Oh,
Mario
whoops.
where the rabbit
I
is.
blew it.
But yeah, that was the cover to number 6, I believe, over here. Lethal Weapon. Anyway, I collected these magazines, and they all got lost through periods of time from when I was moving houses numerous times. So I started buying them back again where I can see, and just like everything else with the Nintendo logo on it, they go for stupid amounts of money. Someone just last week sold the entire run, which I think is about 53 issues, and it went on eBay for over $360.
Yeah, right.
Ridiculous.
That's a lot of money.
I've managed to pick some up, and they've cost me anywhere from $10 to $20 per magazine. But man, nothing has hit me with such a nostalgia wave like holding one of those magazines and opening up. Because I used to obsess over these magazines. You know when you get a magazine, and because we didn't have the internet back then, magazines were all we had for gaming.
Yeah.
You would just memorize and read and read and read and read again. And I'd opened it up and just go, oh my goodness, I remember all of this. It was amazing. And I think that's kind of what I'm addicted to. That nostalgia rush.
In the chat, Jody, remember when you used to collect plastic farm pigs? I did. I used to collect tiny, any little pig I could get. I used to collect like little farm animal, and it started. Do you remember Pass the Pigs?
Yep.
It
Making
started
bacon.
It started with that, and then I think, and then I just somehow would always accumulate little tiny pigs if I ever found one in an op shop. Like, and I've got them still at my parents' house in a box, like a massive box of just little pigs. I'd forgotten about that.
Does he let you come in?
Good memory, Jody.
Norsey also asked, where is it? I saw it on the chat just before. What is your favorite video game collection item? I got one just this week, actually, which is jump to the top.
Have you got it here?
I don't have it here, no.
Ah.
Well, I didn't know Norsey was going to ask that question. But I got the very first ever Nintendo console ever released, the TV Game 6. It's a little white box with 2 little paddles on it. It's Pong. And the TV Game 6 means that you can play 6 games like Pong, table tennis, volleyball, and they're all just Pong. It's just Pong. It's from 1977. It came in the box. It was absolutely amazing, and I love it so much. Where are you
I'm gonna
going?
get my one. My favorite video game collection thing.
All right. If you watched last show or the show before, I also bought in my GameCube from the Hashin Tigers over in Japan, which is a very rare release. Oh, whoa, Brayden! Look at you! This is it here. This is my TV Game 6 that I took a photo of. So that's what you can see there. It is the... round of applause for Brayden, everyone. That was...
I won't lie, that was pretty stressful.
I could hear you clicking over there thinking,
Yeah.
what are you doing? But this is the TV Game 6 that I purchased. I got it from another Nintendo collector.
What year did it come out?
1977.
That's the year before I was born.
So the gentleman who sold me this is one of his doubles or triples. I was talking to
He's
him.
ham on it.
Oh, he lived over there for 4 years.
No,
So another Nintendo
bought
collector.
400 of them.
Yeah, and he said, I've just bought them over. He goes, oh, have you heard about, I've got some other stuff I might be selling. I said, yeah, here's my number. Give me a call. Give me enough time to save, and we'll be in touch, hopefully, because he's got some really rare stuff. Like, they bought out a Duck Hunt game before the NES was released.
Like its own thing.
And it was just the gun.
Duck Hunt was such a good game, eh? Like, it was so hot. Anyhow, some of my favourite things gaming things that I've got is this one.
Seaman!
Seaman. Love a bit of Seaman.
Do you want to explain what Seaman is?
Nah.
It's Leonard
I've got-
Nimoy talking about little fish growing up. Human faces.
My original Silent Hill. I love this game. Love the old PlayStation 1 discs, like the black discs of Doom.
Yep.
Look at that, black Doom discs.
Nice.
For you younger people out there, you probably didn't even know that games used to come on black discs. There's a couple of youngins in the chat now. And also, my box edition of Half-Life 2. Did you give me this?
I gave you that.
Yeah.
I found it in an op shop. I went,
Yeah.
oh, Dan would love that.
I do. Oh,
It's pretty cool. It's a pretty good box.
It's a great box. So that's a couple of my favourite like game ones that I've collected over the years. I've also got a bunch of so I love sports anime. I've got a bunch of like sports anime games that I collected in Japan, like Kuroko's Basketball, Prince of Tennis, and stuff
You
like
also
that.
got a couple of animation cells, although they're not really games, but
Yeah, I
pretty
got GTO and Street Fighter Alpha and stuff like that. But yeah.
All right, final question here from Sal Mills, sorry. What do you guys think of the remastered Aladdin Lion King release? As a millennial, should I get it? Did you ever play these games, Dan?
The Aladdin one I did a little bit. The Lion King one is just rubbish.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
The Lion King one I could never finish. I couldn't get past the Elephant's Graveyard. The Aladdin one was a great game. It's still a great game. Aladdin's my favorite Disney movie as well. But they've got some really cool aspects on it. You got a watch mode where the game plays for you and you can just sit down and watch it.
Okay,
you
you
can
just
play.
don't have, like, you just want
Because it's that
to
difficult.
feel like back in the day they were
Yeah,
game watching, like streaming.
the trade show demo, which obviously they showed it.
That's
at
kind of cool.
E3.
Yeah.
But it's also got different versions of the games. So like it's got the Game Boy version of the game on there, the Sega Mega Drive version, the Super Nintendo version.
It's weird, isn't it?
And it's also got, and I don't have a picture of this because I only found it out today, it's also got the Switch label down the side with the title called The Loin King.
Loin.
They misspelt Lion
Loin.
King. The Loin King.
I'm the Loin King. I've got the King of the Loins. I love that.
So as a millennial, Braden, have you ever played any of those games?
I remember playing Aladdin a tiny bit.
Yep.
And that was alright.
Yep.
I had a friend who told me that The Lion King was a hellscape.
Yeah, it's Rubbo.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just before we move on, just a PSA, public service announcement. If you want these two games on PS4 or Xbox in Australia, it will cost you $59.
Jesus.
If you want it on the Switch, it'll be $79.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not getting it.
Don't know why. Don't know why.
Why is that there?
Well, because the Loin King.
Oh, the loin.
Yeah.
You can
So
double click it up, Braden. I think it zooms in.
for no reason at all,
Oh, but you can't.
no reason at all,
The loin-
Switch owners are going to be charged an extra $20.
Oh man, if you don't want a Loin King version though,
I
Is it-
will buy that if that spelling error is on all the cases.
Or on one of them.
Okay, Dan versus the world.
Oh, new loin.
Dan versus the world. Hey. How we doing,
Braden's
mate?
here!
I'm here.
Okay,
Braden,
it's time
for
for
those
our musical guessing
And
game.
for those who don't know Braden, he's the guy controlling the show.
Yeah,
All of those
He's in
weird
it.
mishaps you've seen this show, that's me.
You've been on the game, Brayden. Don't sell yourself
Some
short.
things are better than others.
You're the voice.
So Dan versus the world. I have 3 songs here from video game
Over
history.
here.
Okay. You got your Dan glasses?
Throw them to me, Brayden.
I will play
Where are
the
they?
first 5 seconds of one song. Brayden and Dan will then take it in turns to ask me
Hell yeah.
questions. 5 questions they've got to try and guess what game that came from. I need the exact game title that music
Can't
came
see
from.
anything. I'm so blind without my glasses
At the
and their
moment-
sunglasses.
At the moment, Dan, who represents Dan, is on 30, and Brayden, who represents the world, is on 28. And usually when we have guests here, they take the place of the world, but you've got Brayden.
You're fine to say it in the chat as well, because I can't read the chat without my glasses.
Well, Brayden can. So don't.
Oh yeah,
no,
I'll ignore it.
no spoilers in
no
the chat
spoilers
if you know
in the
it.
chat. Okay, here we go. Here's the first song. You ready? Dan, question number 1.
Is it a bit obvious?
I don't know, is it?
Is that your question?
no.
Then yes, it is.
No, no.
Brayden.
No. Just for the sake of the show, is it?
Well, you're ahead by 2, so
Yeah, I can play this up. I'm gonna try and make it hard for Brayden. Do you know what it is, Brayden?
I believe so.
Is it based on the last thing we were talking about?
yes,
Funny that.
Brayden.
Is it Disney's Aladdin?
it is.
That was a quickie.
That-
I could have got that, and I just gave it away
Yeah, why did you do that?
because I wasn't 100% sure.
Oh, okay. So, Dan's on 30, Brayden's on 29. Catching back up again, Brayden. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Yep.
Song number 2. Dan.
Wow.
That was a whole lot of
No,
nothing.
that brings back memories. Brings back no memories.
That's
What
for me.
console or whatever was this on?
Originally, or where is this one from? What do you
What's that one on?
want? The NES. ANES. It's from ANES.
From an ANES.
ANES.
Okay.
ANES.
Definitely wasn't born.
Next up.
Is it related to a popular character in pop culture?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it related to a popular character in pop? What does
Yes.
even that mean, Brayden?
No, it actually is. I don't even know if Brayden thinks he's being clever, but it's actually a very clever question.
Do you know what it is,
Oh,
Brayden?
Okay. No.
Oh.
I've got no clue.
What
my dude.
what do we have? So we got what console?
Anus.
Yeah. What genre of game is it?
It is a platformer, I guess you'd call it. But it's only on a single screen. There's a freebie for you.
Single screen.
Single screen platform.
Brayden.
Oh, okay. For everyone in the chat being like, I don't know what it is. I'm a damn millennial too, so I don't get it. What's another question?
What is the question?
It's genres, platform, and everything. Oh my god. Has it got a superhero in it?
No.
Okay.
Dan, question number 3.
Does it have a driving stage?
No. Brayden.
Does it stay on the single screen for the whole time?
Each level is a single screen.
Okay.
Dan, question number 4.
Does it have a monkey in it?
It has a monkey in it.
Oh no.
I just
Brayden.
guessed. I just guessed that.
Brayden.
Has it got a ape in it?
Oh.
I think yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. No. Oh.
You don't know, do you? You don't know what it is.
I do, but I don't know there's a ape-looking character in it. Yes.
Okay.
Dan, question number 5.
Is it Donkey Kong?
Is that your final answer?
Should I keep going?
Is that your question?
Is it Donkey Kong?
No.
3?
Ooh.
No, Junior.
Yeah. Damn it.
I knew exactly what you were doing.
What was it?
Donkey Kong Jr.
Oh,
So you play Donkey Kong Jr. trying to rescue Donkey Kong from Mario. or Jumpman.
Okay.
So, that means you get that point, Brayden. So, the world's on 30, Dan's on 30.
Nice.
Oh, you let that big
one
lead slip away.
One more.
All right, here we go.
I'm going to get it. Keep my lead. Make sure the world...
Oh, he's letting it go.
Oh, I love that song. Dan, question number 1.
What number of game is it?
Number 1. First one.
You know what I meant? Yeah, you know what that meant then?
Yeah.
What console was this one on?
This was on ANES.
Is it Mega Man?
No.
What was it?
It's Blaster Master.
Ah, it's such similar.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh man, I lost it.
Wow, you lost it big time. So
Watch
at the end,
that get thrown to me.
at the end of that round of Dan versus the
I
world.
handballed it to you, Brayden.
Oh, we have Dan on 30 and the world on 31.
A turnover.
Man, every time Dan gets a little bit, boom, back down. A little bit, down. This is
Not
gonna be
because
very
Brayden was
interesting.
smart either. I just got them wrong.
This is all going to come ahead. Later on in the year, for our end of year show, we're going to actually have a live show. So for those of you in Adelaide, we're going to have a live game show to wrap up the year down at Greenlight Comics in Dan's comic book store. So you can come on down, watch the show be recorded
guests.
live. We'll have some guests there. It's going to be rad. And we're also going to have this Dan versus the world.
There might
as
even be
well.
fairy bread.
Wow.
I'm not 100% going to promise that.
I was going to say, that's a big call.
But make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. You click that like button, you hit that subscribe button, and we are going to do the outro. Bye, Braden. We're back, and our fronts. We're both here.
Oh, wait up.
Wait up. And Dan's back to normal.
I didn't want to be... there's only a certain amount of cool you can pull off. Like, and it's the only place purple glasses are acceptable as well is in Dan vs. the World. Like...
We've been Hack the Dino, a fortnightly nonsense video game news show. You can see us on YouTube at youtube.com/Hack the Dino. Be sure to press that like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. We've had a lot of movement lately and we'd like to keep that momentum going. So please like, share, subscribe, do all of it.
And thank you to everyone in the chat tonight who mentioned that I came to talks at their school. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for following us.
And you can also follow us over on Twitch, where Dan plays and streams games every Sunday. Do you know what you're doing this week, Dan?
I'm thinking of doing... I was thinking of either doing Resident Evil 7 again.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit scary, though, for the younger people who are watching. Or... what's the other one I wanted to do? I can't remember.
I like the tempo you're keeping up with this music, Dan. Oh, what was I thinking? And if for those of you who don't have eyes, you can listen to us over on podcast, on SoundCloud, on iTunes, on Spotify. Be sure to like and leave a review there, even if it's only... No, actually, give us a 5-star review, because we're worth it. Be sure to subscribe and leave a review over there. Again, all these things helps people find us and join in and just have a really, really good time like you guys, all you cool guys in the chat. So thank you very much. We'll be back again in a fortnight. Be sure to hang around, like, share, subscribe, in case I haven't said that enough.
And if you're watching us over on my personal Facebook, come over to Twitch and do it, as Jack has just done. Thank you very much, and have a good one, guys.